I'm not going to hold you all. I know I said that I wasn't going to do any more COVID, or rather coronavirus videos, but things just keep on popping up and I have to address it. It's these black preachers, and specifically preachers in general, preachers, pastors, whatever you want to call them. They're asking their congregation to cash app them the tithes, their tithes and their offerings. And it's ridiculous. It's crazy because at this point in time where, people, there are roughly, 26 million unemployed people that are receiving unemployment checks. The stimulus check just came out and people are not really, everybody hasn't gotten their stimulus checks. And small businesses are closing because they can't afford to keep their business open. Why? Because they can't even open their business and sell anything and their products. During this time, while thousands of people are dying all around the world, when we need money the most in order to keep the lights on, the water bill, the water on, once everything gets back to normal, guess what? Eviction notices will be given out. Being that we need money the most, now God decides it's a good time for you to render with Caesar and render unto him his. I'm just trying to understand, why is it that God needs money, especially in this day and time? And I know what some of you all Christians going to say. You're going to talk about it's a plague and it's a test. You got to test it. It's a test of faith. And I remember in Genesis, the Egyptians, they were evil. And God sent a plague to kill the firstborn baby. Man, whatever. What's so funny about this? This is the reason why I walked away from Christianity and religion, period. Why is it that God, every time, So this is crazy to me. Let me rewind it a little bit. This is crazy. So God is all knowing, right? So before he gives us that test of faith, right? He's gonna know what we're gonna do prior to us doing it. So I'm just trying to understand, why is it that God gives us the test of faith, and then also on top of that, during that test of faith, plural, some people die. And I'm just trying to understand it. I'm trying to comprehend it. But then Christians will sit back and say this is the devil's bidding. And I'm just trying to understand, out of all these years, I don't know how old the devil is. I don't know. Somebody please tell me how old the devil is. When was he born? When is he gonna die? And where is hell at? Because let me tell you something, hell is probably better than here. You wanna know why? Because it seems as though God allows the devil to do whatever he wants to do here. So being that he's not in hell, that according to Christians, according to God, according to the Bible, that everything that's bad that happens on the planet, the devil, that means that he's here. I'd rather be in hell where he's not. But this is crazy how these pastors and preachers are talking about cash at me this, cash at me that. Let me tell you something. Just a week ago, y'all were talking about the social media such as YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all of them were the work of the devil. And that the internet is evil. But now you're using these platforms in order to preach your gospel. Now you're streaming. I drove past, that's my word, I drove past a church just today. And they had on a big billboard talking about even though we don't have a church on Sunday, you can still get at us at YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and they had all of their social media on that billboard. This is crazy. But all of a sudden now, it's good. The internet is good. And this is the reason why I don't go to church. This is the reason why I don't deal with Christianity, because a lot of Christians are hypocrites and they contradict themselves all the time. Period. It makes no sense to me. I seen this white preacher, right, on TV. No, excuse me. Let me take it back. Let me be factual. I seen him on Instagram, right? Somebody had posted it and put it up. This white preacher said that even though you're out of work, that you have no job, there's still no excuse or reason for you not to tithe. And this is what I'm talking about. People like Creflo Dollar talking about cash at me. This is crazy. This is ridiculous. And preachers all around the world, let alone the churches all around the world, are ripping people off. It's a hustle. And I'm going to be real with you. At one point in time, I was going to be part of that hustle. Because at one point in time, I knew the Bible like pretty well. And I was very, into Christianity like that. I mean, I'm saying at that time I wasn't a Christian. I was I was out there, being me. But I just walked away from the cult, the organization called the Nubian Nation, and of course we used to study the Bible inside and out, so I knew Bible scriptures and all of that. And I said to myself, you know what, man, I should pick up a hustle, and that hustle should be the church. And I could get a few of my friends to come in. They could be the deacons and be part of the board and all the rest of that stuff, and we could run this, because the church is nothing but a hustle. You know what's so funny with you all? Seriously, not all of y'all, but some of you all. You know what? I say, hey, yo, could you donate? And listen, let me tell you something. When I say donate, I shouldn't even say that, because I put in work. So I say, yo, support the channel. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying, give me, I'm not telling you to give me $200-$300. I'm just saying, yo, support the channel. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the bad guy. Yo, he's begging for money. He's this and he's that. But you go to church every Sunday and you give that preacher that's money, and he does the same thing that I'm doing. With the exception of, my sermon is way more profound and better than his. He always has to go back to the past and what God did in the past and what Jesus did in the past. And what's so funny to me is that when dealing with God and dealing with Jesus, I don't want to talk to the preachers and pastors anymore. I want Jesus to come right now so I can talk to him. Because I don't need you to be a mediator. I don't need you to be the middleman. Why is it that the preachers can talk to Jesus but I can't? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. And y'all have to go to school. Y'all have to go to ministry school in order to get your certificate in order to preach. But why can't you preach the gospel without it? So you have to be certified in order to preach the ministries. Ministry. You know what I'm saying? So it's all a hoax. It's all a scam. I've seen on Instagram where these African preachers, they healing this big. I mean, the lady is obese. She's like on the floor. She can't even move. And they're talking about take the fat from him, God. Take the fat from him. Take the fat from him. Like the fat is gonna go away. No. Her big ass needs to get up and work out. In other words, what I'm trying to explain to you is the only way that we're going to get out of this situation is not praying to Jesus, is not listening to Kirk Franklin talking about, I see you smile. Black people always want to be respected by other races. But when we do cooning stuff like that, other races is looking at that shit and they're saying, look how stupid they look. We're in a dilemma and these motherfuckers are praying. We're in a pandemic and these niggas are praying. Which bugs me out. No. What you need to be doing is trying to find a solution to the problem. You need to be out there working out. You need to be exercising. You need to be out. You need to be at a Whole Foods or any type of grocery store that sells ginger, lemon, and all of the things, elderberries. The list goes on. Moringa, sea moss, spirulina. The time is not to be playing around with some spooky ghosts. Call God. Because all I want to know is, where's God when you need him? I need to talk to you, preacher. You don't need my money. I need my money. Period. I need to pay my bills. Don't you have some type of heart? But I understand that you don't. You got to deal with that. You got to deal with that. You got to deal with that karma if and when it comes around. Other than that, my name is Langston2092. I want you to like, comment, and definitely share this video. Oh yeah, and subscribe. 1.